Hi everyone, Ann Evanston, and the warrior is within you. Today we're going to talk about Tweetchat. As you know, I do weekly chats on Tweetchat to help answer your questions about what you're doing with your social media. So there are some things here that I want to point out. You will go to tweetchat.com. You'll need to have a Twitter account to be able to do this. And when you sign in, you have to allow Tweetchat to access your Twitter account for this to work. So when it asks you for permission, which it won't ask me because I've already given it permission, when it asks you for permission to access your Twitter account, you must absolutely do that. Then you will get to this page where that's where you will type in the room you want to enter, which I do my chats at SNCC. So you can type that in there. And caps or lowercase don't matter. That's just how it will show up on the tweet, and I prefer the capitals. And you hit go, and what this creates is a chat room where you can converse real time with people. Of course, right now this chat room isn't alive because I'm not doing a chat, but even if you went in now, you could go back and read what people talked about, what their questions were, those kind of things related to that. Some things I want to point out that are important in terms of this. First, you can change the room right here. So if you wanted to go into Follow Friday, you can change the room. The nice thing about being in the chat room is it'll automatically add the hashtag to it, which hashtags are important because if people do a search or come in, they get to see you. So don't remove yourself from a hashtag. You can see that it automatically adds it because we have 134 here instead of 140. So it's going to add that for you. So there's several things right away you can do in terms of this. You can actually go in and reply to somebody. So if you want to reply, you can reply and give some information related to that, right? So I'm just typing something real quick here. She'll probably wonder what I'm up to, but just so you can see visually what will happen. It'll tell you it'll take a short time for it to show, but you can send it right there just like you update on Twitter, and you'll see that it will show up for you there. The other thing that's nice that you can do is if you want to answer somebody's question or help them with something, see there you are, it showed up, right? So it just dropped into the queue. If you want to reply to something, somebody has a question about something, right? You could actually go in and hit reply, and then that person's name will appear automatically up there for you. You can actually even go and retweet something. So if you want to retweet it, you can retweet right from here and just hit your update. So those are a couple nice things that right away you can do. Another great thing though is you have the ability to pause. So if a lot of people are conversing and it's moving too fast for you, hit the pause button so that you can scroll down and look at what you want, retweet or reply to things, and then you can play it and it will catch you up with stuff that happened since you were going. The refresh speed, the default is every 10 seconds, so you can slow that down or use it, speed it up if you want to, which is a really nice thing in terms of that. And then if you want to make it smaller so that you can see more, my eyes are a little old, I can't do that. It just gets a little hard for me. I prefer the bigger over the smaller. So that's up to you and your eyes, of course, in terms of what your preference is there. One last thing to point out for you here is that you can actually, with this button here where it says user control, if you want to feature me, so for example, I'll be giving tips and tricks and answering questions, and you want to really make sure I stick out so that you can see what I'm offering in terms of suggestions and feedback that I'm giving people. You can go in and see that information from me specifically, so I'm really bold and stand out in terms of that. So these are some tips for you for Tweetchat. Remember, you should feel uncomfortable in doing this in the beginning because it takes practice to do it and get good at it. So come participate, get over that frustration. Let me answer your questions, and if you have questions about the video you watched right now, you can do that right here in this conversation. Have a great day.